This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
We are learning tonight about the Parashat Shavua, a great lesson that we have to learn from Parashat Shelach. And that is, we see that Kalev, we all know, they're sending some spies, 12 of the spies, to Israel to see how the land is. We know Kalev went to Hebron. Why did he go to Hebron? To pray at the Mount of the Machpelah. He went to pray at the Mount of the Machpelah. And since he did that, it says later on, he had his chut, that he was merited to get the whole Hebron. And the question is, why? Why is it that the fact that he went to Hebron is he merited for that? So, he went to pray there, and therefore he went to Ma'at Machpelah, and therefore he gets the whole Hebron. And I want to quote you the Rashi that says this. Rashi, it's in Perikut Gimel, Pasuk Kavbet. It says, Vayavo al Hebron, he went to Hebron, Kalev levado halach sham. Kalev himself went there. V'nishtateach al kivrei avot. And he went to pray in the kivrei avot, Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. He went to pray. Of course, I want to just elaborate right now. The Ben Ish Chai says, when a person goes to pray by kivrei tzadikim, you have to be careful. What do you have to be careful about? Two things. Listen to this. One thing is, the main thing is, we only pray to Hashem. We only pray to Hashem. We're not praying to Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. We're not praying to the tzaddik. When you go to kivrei tzaddik, we don't pray to the tzaddik. Sometimes a person gets emotional. Wow, I'm by the Hafetz Chaim's kivrei, Hafetz Chaim, please, Hafetz Chaim, please, give me parnasah. You have to know. We only pray to Hashem. So now how do you say, when you go to kivrei tzaddik, what are you doing? So there's two ways. One way is, you tell Hashem, b'schut this tzaddik, b'schut the tzaddik, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, give me this, give me that, help me with this, help me with that. Or, you could tell the tzaddik, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, please, go daven for me, pray for me, go ask Hashem for me. That's the way you do it. But Chas v'shalom, to go and pray to the tzaddik, we only pray to Hashem. So, Kalev is going to the Ma'at Machpelah. He's going to pray not to them, not to Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. He's praying at that makom, at that holy place, and saying Hashem b'schut the avot. Or he's telling them, Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, go to Hashem and pray that I come back safely from any bad lashon, anything that'll come out of my mouth. Make sure it's pure. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. It says over there, he went by himself. So he doesn't get involved with the etzah of the meraglim, with the other meraglim. It says, he's going to get the aretz that he went to. And what is that? And they gave a Kalev Hebron. So now what do we have over here? We have Kalev. What does he have? He gets Hebron. Wow! Amazing. So now we see that in the Psukim. What is the zchut that he gets Hebron just because he prayed there? What is the understanding to this? To this I must elaborate. In order to answer this question, I must read you a Gemara in Masechet Berachot, the Vav Amud Bet. And I want to first tell it to you outside, and after that we'll learn it together inside, like this. Gemara says, if you put yourself, you're listening? If you put yourself, and you have a makom kavua for tefillah, if you're a person that has a place, a set place, this is where I'm praying. This is the spot where I'm praying at. You have within the Dalar Amot, but this is the spot. So it says, you're a Talmid of Avraham Avinu, and great things are going to be said about you. Praises beyond praises. So now I want to read to you. Meseo Berachot. Davar Mubet. Amar Rabbi Halbo. Amar Avuna. Kol HaKolvei HaMakom L'Tfilato. Anybody who sets a set place for him, Elohei Avraham Be'ezro, which is Hashem will help you. Ukshemet, after 120, Omrim Lo, they spray praises about him. E'ana ve'hasid mitalmidav shel Avraham Avinu. He's the student of Avraham Avinu. So it's a wild thing. How do we know Avraham? And how do we know Avraham? The Gemara says, and how do we know Avraham did that? How do we know Avraham had a set place where he prayed? Because it says, Vayashkem Avraham baboker, when he was doing that, he woke up early in the morning, El makom asher amad sham, to the place where he was. What is the place that he was standing? The place that he was standing is makom tefillah, meaning he went to the same place where he always prays, and he was there. And therefore, Avraham had a set place. From Avraham we know that what a person has to have when he's praying, he should have a set place. This is my makom kavua. This is where I pray. This is my spot where I pray at. It's a very important halakha as well, by the way. You have to have a makom kavua for the tefillah. First of all, on a side note, you should just know it helps you concentration. A lot of times it helps you concentration because you're in the zone already. That's my zone. I'm zoned in. This is my thing. I know when I come here, I know this is my zone. This is where I pray. This is my spot. Boom. You're used to it. Boom. You guys have different wavelengths. Right? That's the Pashut Pshat. It makes sense that you should. But the question is, what is the greatness of it that you praised and praised and praised, that you're an anav, and it's telling you the students of Abraham Avinu, and what is all these praises? Just because I have my set place where I'm praying, I have my set place where I'm at, I'm the student of Abraham Avinu like this. There has to be something deeper than just having a set space and just, what is that? And to that, the answer to that is, and I quote of Shmuel Birnbaum, he feels that the main place where he's supposed to be is there. Meaning, everybody has things that they must take care of. Whether it be errands, whether it be parnasah, whether it be taking care of their body, whatever it may be. Sometimes you have to leave the Beit Midrash, and you have to leave the Beit Knesset, and you have to do other things. And it happens, you must do that in order to survive. But your heart is always there. You set a set place of your tefillah, you set a set place where you learn. What does that mean, he's setting a set place? Not only physically you're standing in that set place, but in your mind, you're feeling that this is the place where I have to be. This is where I really want to be. So imagine now a person has to do an errand, whatever it is. He has to go very far away, he has to deliver whatever he has to do. I don't know, whatever errand he has to do. But when he's going and he's leaving the Beit Midrash, he should feel a little bit, I wish I could stay longer, but this is what I have to do. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Feel perfect. But what? My heart is there. Don't worry. And I'll be back, Hashem. I'll be back. I'll be back in the Beit Midrash. I'll be back in the Knis. I'll be back in the Beit Knesset. I'll be back in my makom to continue learning. Because a person has to know, in life, what are we here? We're here to grow. We're here to grow in what? Torah and mitzvot. And everything we do has to be the Shem Shema or anything like that. But, so, you have to take care of things. In life, you have to take care of things. And it's part of Avodat Hashem. That itself is part of Avodat Hashem. You have to take care of it. But at the same time, you're showing Hashem, this is where I'm at. You'll never forget, I was sitting, I remember, a few years back, sitting down in the Beit Midrash, and a fellow walks in, and he says, I want to learn today all day. Okay? Wow, it's amazing. Okay, he's learning all day. The next day he's learning all day. The next day he's learning all day. I said, what's going on? What's going on? He said, I'll tell you the truth. I got fired from my job. This is what he tells me. I got fired from my job. I have nothing else to do. So I'm here. I said to him, it's very, very good, and I'm very happy. but the way you said it wasn't the greatest. So what do you mean? I said, because it sounds like, no, really, I want to go and I want to do everything else but learn. But now I have nothing else to do, so I'll learn. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. My whole life is learning Torah, mitzvot. That's all I want to do. I also have to do other things. That's the right way. Understand what's going on over here? Yikar, that's exactly what we're saying. We're saying, Kovea makom letfilato, Kovea makom, where you're learning, this is my makom kavua, this is my place, this is where I am. Meaning to say, not only physically, but my mindset is, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And by the way, you should just know, there's a Gaon Vilna that I saw. I saw this Gaon Vilna. Wow, it was amazing, Gaon Vilna. He says, if you do on your free time, learn. Let's say, for example, a guy learns the whole time on his free time. He's off a Sunday. He's learning. He's doing his thing all day. He's doing whatever he can do. So therefore, even the times where you're not learning, because you have to do something else, it's as if you're learning because, look, you're showing Hashem. Any free time that I have, I'm always learning. I'm always doing that. So you get schut as if you would, because what should I do? I have to do that. So as if you get schut. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing guy. I still going wild. It's a wild thing. Because you're showing Hashem, like, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. And therefore, when you look at David HaMelech, what does he say? He says, Achat she'alti met Hashem u'tar avakesh. What does that mean? Hashem, one thing I ask. Achat she'alti met Hashem u'tar avakesh. Shifti b'vet Adonai, kohe mehayai, lazor b'nom Adonai, lokeh b'hekalo. What does he say? David HaMelech is saying, Hashem, all I want to do, really, is I want to be in the Beit Midrash all day. I want to be studying Torah. I want to be praying. I want to be connected to you all the time with the Torah and the mitzvot and everything. And if you know David HaMelech is saying that, he's a king. You know what a king is? You know how many palaces David HaMelech had? You know how much money David HaMelech had? You know how many horses David HaMelech had? You know how much power David HaMelech had? You know how much success David HaMelech had? David HaMelech had everything. He could have gone anywhere in the world. He could have sat on an awesome beach, like private, everything this, everything wow, with the craziest views that you can imagine, and the greatest palm trees that you could ever dream of, with coconuts and this and that. Forget about it. But what does David do? David says, wherever I am, I'm in the Beit Midrash, I'm steiging, I'm learning. That's what David HaMelech is saying. You hear what's going on over here? David can be anywhere in the world. What does he say? I want to sit in your house all day long. Because he's kovea makom. This is my makom, this is where I want to be. What do you mean, David? Go everywhere you want. Do whatever you want. Go everywhere you want. No. Hashem, one thing I ask. That was the one thing. One thing I ask. Shifti b'beit Hashem. Shifti b'beit Hashem. So now we can answer our question. What was our question? Our question in the beginning of the class was what? I don't understand. What zchut did Kalev have just because he prayed for Hebron? What zchut did he have? He prayed for Hebron. Very good. Prayed for Hebron. Unbelievable. So now he prayed at Marad Machpelah by the Avot. Great. So what zchut did he have to get Hebron now? Hashem says he saw the depth of Kalev. What was Kalev? Kalev deep down. Kalev, when he was praying at Hebron, right? He went there as if that's the ikar. My ikar in life is to grow in Tara and Kedusha. My ikar in life, my main thing in life is to get closer to Hashem. And therefore, he says, all I want to do is be with the greats. I want to stay with the greats. I want to be great. I want to be a great man. Hashem says, I see your greatness. I see what you really, really want. I'm going to give it to you. Take the whole Hebron. Yeah, take the whole Hebron. See, in life, you have to understand. There's a famous Rambam. Rambam is in the Torah, really, it says, Schar mitzvah b'hai al maleka. What does that mean? Schar mitzvah b'hai al maleka. What does that mean, Schar mitzvah b'hai al maleka? It means like this. It means that reward in this world, we don't have reward in this world. We have it in Olam Haba and Gan Eden to 120. Why is that? Very simple. There's nothing in the world that can pay one mitzvah. And the Cheshbon is also very simple. Because there's eternity. There's not eternity. After 120, that's it. Over there is eternal, amazing reward. And therefore, the Rambam says, Schar mitzvah b'hai maleka. There's no mitzvah, schar of the reward of a mitzvah here in this world. But there's a famous question. Famous question is, you see the Torah itself, it says if you follow the Torah, you get Beracha, and it tells you you get everything you need. You'll get health, you'll never get sick, you'll get Beracha, Parashat, you get everything. You just told me there's no reward in this world. And now, a second later, it says you keep the Torah, you'll get tremendous Beracha, and what's the tremendous Beracha? Everything in this world. You'll get everything in this world. How does that make sense? We just know we have a rule. Schar mitzvah b'hai maleka. Now you're giving me all the reward, all the reward, all the reward. You know what the answer is? The Rambam says this. Listen what he says. He says, not reward. He says, what is it then? He says, it's a need so you can continue doing what you really want to do. So therefore you have a person where his heart is in it. He really wants to do more growth in whatever it is. Let's say he wants to be more charitable. And his heart is there. His heart is, I want to be more charitable. Hashem will give you the opportunity to get more money in order to give more tzedakah. Because that's what you, that's what you, Hashem, I'm striving for that. I'm yearning for that. I have to see it. Let's see it. Let's see you write a big check that's tzedakah. You really feel like that? Let's see you do it. No, but the person, I don't have right now. But if that's what you want to be, put where it's spoken about. And Hashem will open up more doors. Hashem says, wait, you're ready starting, you're ready giving so much like that. I see where your heart is. I'm not giving you reward of giving you more parnasa. I'm giving you opportunity to do more tzedakah. Yeah. That's what's going on over here. And it's the same thing. If a person opens his heart and says, that's what I want to be in Midrash, Hashem will also make a lot of things in your life go so smoothly and everything's working out. Boom, 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 boom. How's this happening so fast? What's going on? How to work so smoothly? And now I go back to Midrash so easily? Because Hashem says your heart is there. If that's where your heart is, I'll let you conquer the whole situation, take the whole thing. That's what we see from Kalev. What happened? Kalev gets the whole entire Hebron. How is he getting the whole Hebron? How? Because he's saying, Hashem, this is where my heart is. I want to grow. I'm going not straight directly with the Meraglim. I'm not going straight to Israel. I'm stopping off at Hebron. Why? Because I'm showing where my heart wants to be. My heart wants to be with greatness. It wants to be with Gedulah. It wants to be with tremendous, successful people in Avodat Hashem. And serving you, God. So if that's the case, take the whole Hebron. Take the whole Hebron. And that is exactly what the Rambam says. When the Rambam says, what's all this reward? You're keeping the Torah, you're getting all this reward? You're not getting all this reward from your Olam Haba. You're getting all this reward. Why in Olam Hazeh? You're not being rewarded. But what you're getting is the freedom, what you need to do what you really want to do, which is serve Hashem. But Hashem has to see, coming from you, that you really want it. And that's what it's saying. If you kovea makom, if you set a set time for tefillah, a set spot, a set area, what does that mean? It's not just having a set spot. It's having a mindset. It's having a mindset, a yearning. Well, this is what I want. This is what I really, really want. So when you have that, you're a student of Avraham Avinu. And you consider the Hasid, and you consider the Adav, and you consider the greatest of the praises. Not just having a physical place to sit. It's where your mind is at. It's where your mind is at. And when your mind is at that, Hashem will open up the doors more and more. Like it says, Tachli petach shel machat. Open me a pinhole. V'ani eftach lach Ulam. I'll open up an opening of a whole hall. And Hashem wants you to start the initiative. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is where my heart is at. Hashem says, if this is where your heart is at, I'll give you everything. Everything that you need, I'll make it smooth. I'll give everything to you. And this is what we see from Caleb. Caleb says, Hashem, this is where I want to be at. I want to be with greatness. Hashem says, yeah, where'd you stop? I stopped to Hebron to pray that I should succeed. Hashem says, your heart is not just in that. Your heart is that you want greatness. I'll give you greatness. Take the Hebron. Have a great Shabbat.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.